EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Murray to give. This is Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Murray now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Kenyon Drake.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs.
Now Drake loses the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. 38 yards on the scamper there. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watched tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal. At the
on 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper, and the Cowboys have taken the early lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
To kick off for Arizona.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big pickup of 38. He's on pace right now for about a 400-yard game. I mean, this first quarter, it's been impressive to watch.
I like the way you do math. I like the way you calculate, and he loves those numbers you're spouting. He's going to try and get there with his legs, but not only is he locked in running it, obviously his teammates are locked in and blocking as well.
Tackle made by Marcus Golden. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 30 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages. You know, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. From the 24, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. On 1st and goal, Drake. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. He was defensively pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
The Cowboys take
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he stopped immediately there.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Murray, rolling to his left. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
Now, that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Flush to his right. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 31, Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Oh, Zeke with a... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
The point after.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. On the return, here's Edmonds. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Elliott again. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Now Drake. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Murray now. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
28. Cardinals 21. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Power running by Zeke. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
4-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On third down, it's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On second and 9, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Running is Drake. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Murray. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. They'll run with Drake. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
2nd and 7.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. from the 16. Murray being chased out left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And his kick is good.
That will tie the game 28-all. Zane Gonzalez to kick.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
48-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Elliott. All of a 360. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
For the Cowboy field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
Today's final score, Cowboys 31. Cardinals.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're one.